Hey, we're organizing the closet today, trying to get things ready in case I do have back surgery. I don't know how incapacitated I'll be or for how long or anything, so I want to make everything easy to find and get to. So we're going to do some labeling. These are not cardboard, these are wood, and they're painted with a chalk finish. Got me some bright chalk paints. I love organizing. They have a little string they hang on, kind of hemp thing or something. So I've got baskets, Dollar Tree baskets, and let's get organizing. This one says pillowcases. So I'm going to make a better tag because these little stick-on tags tend to fall off all the time. So need to do something different. And this is way too full. Needs to be organized a little bit. Right side out, so it's ready to go right on the pillow. It's a pillow cover. There's no telling what's in here. Okay, this is an old pillow cover, which I save them just because sometimes I want to put two on my pillows. Just make them smell fresh longer. Or did I just put that right side out, wrong side out? Anyway, I don't know. There's another one. That's an older one, so I might put it aside just in case I have enough newer ones. And this is definitely an older one. You can tell by how soft the material is. It's been washed and used a bunch of times. We'll set that to the side too. An old pillowcase that says Mrs. I should use that every now and then, huh? I'll put that with my pillowcases. Okay, here's a new one. I can tell by how crisp it is. So, definitely put it back in here. I'm not real particular about how I fold things. Just if they'll go in there, that's all I need. You know. This is an old pillowcase that I believe I got from my Aunt Rachel. And I would imagine that was a wedding present for them or an anniversary present or something. Maybe from her mother, Mrs. Belcher. So that can go in there. I forgot, is this new, older, and different? I think this is newer, but it's just cotton. So it may need a separate one to go on the pillow for an allergen or something. So we'll hang on to that. Back some extra pillowcase to a set of sheets. It really needs to go with the sheets. Another lonesome pillowcase to something else. Just put that over here. And these are old. These may have been my parents'. Just little pink cotton pillowcases. Just real cute. But they're good for the extra pillows or whatever. So there are right there. Oh, this is a brand new pillow cover. It's kind of satiny on the outside. I think it's allergen proof. That's why we bought that one, I'm sure. Just like that. And pillowcase, just a plain white pillowcase. Another pink pillowcase. not very well folded, and another one of these pillowcases, not very well folded. Not too good. Okay, let's put the other little pink pillowcase with that. Well, I would if I could find it. Got to be here somewhere. Here it is. That way they're together, and I don't have to go looking for the other one if I want to use them. Put all of the pillow covers together. Put the pillowcases. These don't have matching sheets, so they're kind of miscellaneous pillowcases. So I don't mind having them separate from the sheets. Now that needs to be with the sheets. This needs to be with the sheets, and no, something else did. I don't remember. Doing all good. Okay, that's the last thing that's going to go in there. So put it in here, and I look for I don't have a miscellaneous pillowcases. It does not look like. I thought I did. I get to thinking. Yes, it does. Pillowcases, miscellaneous. Very good. Good, good, good. So I will just put this on the back side with a little thin information hanging to the outside, hopefully. And that one can go back anytime. Pretty neat looking. I have the little labels that you stick on, but they don't stay stuck very well on these things because they're not solid. So I had to drop back and punt and figure out something else. So, all right. There's a couple of miscellaneous things. We'll deal with that later. Now, this has miscellaneous phone cases for my iPhone 7.5. I have not made a thing for that, so I'll go ahead and make one. Let's see, I think I want it to match the basket color, just kind of go with it. So I'm thinking hot pink. Since that's kind of a hot turquoise or teal, I think hot pink would go good with it. I just put the little twine on, and then I tie a half knot and then a knot. There, that way, if I'm doing something else, not paying attention, this doesn't get away from me, which would be great. Okay, let's see. Use this hot pink. And I just put iPhone cases on there. Let that dry for a minute. I've already done this one. This is small handbags. I have a Vera. Is that right? No, it's not Vera. What is it? Just look on the side, Judy might be able to. It is Vera Bradley. Okay. This is a la Walmart 2 years ago, and I got it for $3, so I'm really happy with that one. And it's my favorite pink. And my niece shops at thrift stores all the time, and she got this beaded bag for little or nothing to give to me for Christmas. I love it. Very nice. Okay, so we don't have the tag on here. It's probably dry now. Try not to handle the front and just do the double tie on here, like I'm doing on all the other things. when I see totes that I like, I try to pick them up. But if you see totes you just love the color of at Dollar Tree, order them online. You'll have to order 48 of them. So you can share them with people, but order online to get that, because you'll never get, if you need 30 of them, you're not going to be able to get 30 of them at your Dollar Tree unless it's a very big Dollar Tree, and then nobody else would be able to find any. Anyway, there's that with the little tag. You know, these could be used for all kinds of things. They could be used for place markers at a wedding or reception. You can use on Christmas gifts, and you can use them over and over again. They've got little they're like magic eraser things to wipe the ink off, so these are reusable again and again and again, which I think is a great idea. I like that. Okay, put that down there with those pillowcases. We got the small handbags. So let's go put these back. There. iPhone cases. I'll put you right there in the middle. All right. Now, let's see. I have a couple of other things. I mean, I get all kinds of different sizes, colors. I like the colors they had at Thanksgiving time. The orange and the, if you can see, kind of a burgundy. So they were real pretty, so I got those. I got those 48 of those, but shared with everybody. Okay. This package is holding my bras. Let's write that in a pretty color. How about this lavender? How long it takes to dry. Just try not to mess with it while it is drying. And I don't trim these because I might want them on the longer thing for something else later on. So I don't trim them, I just leave them like that. And that's one for my bras. Now this, it says nail stuff, and you can't even really see it. I put my press-on nails in there. My nails are very extremely brittle, so, and I can't really afford to get fake nails done. So I get press-on nails and just try to put them on and not wash my hands for however long, and hopefully they'll stick. So yeah, this needs to be one that says nail stuff. That has to be in pink. The higher pink the better, right? Okay. Now I think this pink will do. It looks pretty hot pink. And I just put press-on nails on there. Not super duper good writing, but you know, I can read it. That's what counts. If I can read it, it's good. It'll work. I used to have a label maker, and those are real cool, but this is just as fun, I think. With label maker, you have to kind of peel those off, so I don't know if I want to even use those so much now. And that was kind of on top of stuff. I'm going to give it, just hold it for a minute. See what else I've got in here that I need to deal with. Let's put pillowcases here. Bras right here. some of those. Okay. This is just items that go into purses. I have different Kleenexes. 3 different deals of Kleenex here. Different lip stuffs. So that there's something in every purse. Hand sanitizer left over. Which is a good thing. It would have taken a year to get any from Bath and Body Works at this point right now. They just, you know, didn't hardly have them. They would make it and it would be on the site for maybe an hour and then they would just completely sold out of the Bath and Body Works. So it was frustrating. By the time I went to ask my husband, can we go ahead and get this? Yeah, they were done. They were gone. So I'll figure a way to put this on somehow. This is a lanyard, and I use this like after I've had a surgery or something. I had a hip replacement last year, and put my wallet on it, so, or keys or whatever I need to keep up with. Oh, come on, cooperate, be nice. I guess nice is not in their vocabulary. There we go. Now that lanyard's on there. Now, it says purse necessities. That's as good of a tag as anything. I don't think I already made one that says that. Nope, I don't see it. So we'll put the twine on the tag. Yeah, then she's a vibrant, ugly green. And green actually looks really cool on the black background. Now, just tie this on here. Okay, that's ready. Back. Just kind of put those in on top of 2 different ones, kind of straddle it. That way it doesn't fall down in one. So that works pretty good in my little closet. Now let's see. I need to get out the ones for wallets and medium handbags and big handbags. Okay, there's big bags. More big bags. Lots of stuff. Got a B. Makowski one. This is so beautiful. Totally out of style and I don't give a rip. But it's rose gold colored leather. And that was a birthday present. And I love it, so I'm not getting rid of it. Gonna keep that one. Okay. And this is a Kathy Van Zeeland one in a beautiful, beautiful. This is where I want. It's not magenta, anyway. So, not giving that away yet either. And those are only 2 bags that'll fit in this one, so that's the large bags right there. So, big handbags. Put that on here. If I can get it to go through. Come on. I know I'm blind, but still. Work with me. Or something. Put that back in there. Okay. Let's get this out. And I'm gonna turn around and show that. More purses. I think I should have a thing of wallets somewhere. Wallets. Small bags. What's this one? Big bag. Ah, there's the wallets. Hiding from me. Okay. Let's do these purse things and get that out of the way. Whew. Yeah, now what did I do with that? Probably under it. Oh, sure enough. These are actually medium handbags. So, I have one that I think they still have on Amazon. It's got like this triple zip thing. So it holds a lot without being too bulky. But it's real cute. It's just, you know, it's just their plastic stuff, but it looks nice and it's soft. And it's a really, it comes in pretty colors, so that was my big deal. This is another Vera Bradley. You'd be amazed, you can get these on eBay really easily. You can just go ahead and, you know, say, okay, I want to, this is the color I want to buy. So you just look, just wait, and you'll get a whole set of them. So that's what that is. I got this on eBay. It is a Brighton leather handbag, and I thought it was beautiful. It's in beautiful shape. I don't think I paid $20 for it. So for a Brighton bag, that's pretty good. It's in beautiful condition. So, and I need the tag for that. Medium purses. Okay. Just tie the tag on that. I hope I'm not being too boring. For anybody that hadn't seen my videos before, just a second and I'll get back in there. I live in Oklahoma, grew up in Texas, so I have real cute little accents. Okay, I thought I brought the wallet thing out. Did I not? Okay, yes I did, it's right here. I buy these at Amazon. They're soft like leather, but they're RFID protected. So all your new cards, you know, people can't use their readers and read them. And I have it also, I have the very same one in blue. These are my 2 favorite colors. So there's my wallets. Put this on. It'll be good to go. I know it helped out after I had my hip surgery that I had kind of set up my closet like I wanted it, so it was better than what it started out. I think that helped because I think my husband had to get up and get stuff most of the time. Now this is something I bought at Amazon to put in the bottom of a larger purse, and it's just nylon. It's really nice. So this is makeup bags. That's what the thing says. And I've got some of these from Joe Mangano on Home Shopping. So, and this little makeup bag. This is beautiful. I got this one from it was from Mally on QVC, Mally Roncall, and it was it had like some eyeshadows or stuff in it. So I bought it for this. This is so pretty, so soft, like rose gold, and the material's just as soft as it can be. Really enjoyable in your hand, just soft as it can be. So, yeah. It is kind of a makeup bag and purse organizer thing. Now, did I do a makeup bag yet? Not seeing makeup bags, so we'll make one right fast. You can maybe fast forward through this part that's boring. I was talking about myself. I was raised in Texas, came to Oklahoma to go to college, but I actually met my husband the year before when we came up for what was called college days, where you visit the college and see if you would like to go and stuff like that. Well, I walked into the building to register, and this guy I'd never seen before, I was rubbing my hands together because I had driven and it was cold, the steering wheel was cold because it was in November, and this guy I'd never seen before. I don't think he was a friend of Patty's. She'd never talked about him. Patty was my older sister, so he just walked up to me and said, "I'll warm your hands for you." He's still warming my hands for me, so this is all good. You know, I could have got just, you know, like a just regular white chalk thing. What's the fun in that, right? I'm going to use these in every part of the house, so what's the point of the not getting as many as you're going to need, you know? Okay, now this is just miscellaneous junk. The kind of thing that shouldn't go back in my closet, but probably will. Because I don't have anywhere to put the stuff that's in it right this second. I read part of a book, Swedish Death Cleaning. And we're trying to do some of that so that we don't leave everything for my daughter to have to throw away, schlep to her house, and, you know, store it somehow. Just want to make the load lighter. We only have one child, so it's not really fair to shove everything off on her. So that needs to go up on the very tip-top shelf because I'm not going to need to see that very often. Okay, I'll put these up. Some reusable bags that I've like bought at Dollar General, Dollar Tree, whatever. So I just got these all in a thing. It's even got like a little canvas one. in a pretty color. So, put a tag on that one. Haven't used yellow yet. I'm not a big yellow fan, but hey. Actually, the colors in these are more pleasing than I thought they would be, so. Yeah, this is why I don't sew. Never been big on sewing, and my eyes really aren't good enough for it now. Okay, that looks relatively even, so. Try and get it where it'll face the front. Okay, there's that one. Let's see, I've got press-on nails on that, so it's ready to go. This has shawls in it that I bought for presents for my sister, daughter, niece, and granddaughters to have matching shawls, because for my daughter and granddaughters, it's because they were in our vow renewal ceremony in 2015, and just don't want to leave my sister out because she couldn't do that. She lives 80 miles from me, so okay, this is shawls by Mia. I got these on Etsy, and they're very soft, and I think I paid $5 a shawl because I bought them in bulk. You can pay less than that. I mean, it's just depends on how many you buy. You know, some people will buy enough for the whole crowd, you know, buy 450 of them or whatever. So we just bought enough for whoever would have represented us at our vow renewal, and we had a big, huge party January 19th for our anniversary. We had our 40th anniversary. Okay, so I gotta put those back and get something else. Okay. Quit doing that. Where'd I put that? This can go. Right there. This is just old lady underwear, especially after surgery. Sometimes that kind of stuff's necessary, so. Okay. All right there. Don't argue with me, okay? I don't want to be argued with. Okay, we were talking about, I'm telling you about myself. So, by the time I met my husband, I came up and offered to warm my hands. He wrote to me, oh, pretty much off and on the rest of my senior year in high school, and but we weren't really dating or anything. So I had gotten in my head, okay, he's not really talking to me that much. We're not really in a relationship. Why should I go and make my parents and my grandparents spend that much more money on a private college? So I was going to go to Texas Tech. Live 40 miles from Texas Tech. My grandfather just about broke down. He wanted me to go to Bethany so bad. It was Bethany then, now it's Southern Nazarene University. So I said, okay, I will go to Bethany. This is 3 weeks before, you know. I had been okayed at admittance because I'd sent my ACT scores, and they were fine, so. Okay, that is just too big. I can't see it. Let's see if this will just take this off. If it's dry, I bet you have to wet a thing. I bet you do. And I can wet it with my tongue. Well, it's smearing it anyway. Well, let's just wipe right on the other side. How about? Yeah. Now think about what you're writing and make room. Okay. Now again, got that ready. Yep, nope. You got to turn this way. So I went there, and we still weren't really dating. But after the weekend that I met him, I told my mother on the way back to Texas, I said, I'm going to marry that man. And she was like, yeah, whatever. Well, yeah, whatever. And she adored Steve. The last thing she said before she died of a stroke, she was holding his hand. He was holding hers, stroking her hand, and she looked up and she told him, I love you. You know, it's possible that she was confused. I mean, she'd had a stroke, and those were literally the last things she said. And it's possible that when she looked up, she thought he was a young version of my daddy, because the coloring is very similar. But so we don't know. But at any rate, Steve is, you know, that he was over the moon about that, because he loves my parents. So that works out good. Okay, let's put these back. So attractive, right? Okay, this is sewing. Use baby blue for sewing. So I dated other people my freshman year. I was really heartbroken that we hung out together every day. I sat with the freshman class in chapel one time I mean, I sat with the freshman class a couple of times, but only one time did I sit by my roommate. The kid behind us, who is now a pastor in Texas, that's how ornery the religion majors are in school. I can't remember if it was during the time when the preacher was quiet, or if it was during prayer. Rick Moore did a perfect, he was sitting right behind us, a perfect, very quiet Donald Duck sneeze. It was the only time my roommate and I tried to sit together. We got tickled and couldn't try to be quiet laughing. But of course we got a funny look from the chaplain, you know. You girls are supposed to be doing better than that. You sit by Rick Moore and see what it's like. Ornery critter. You know. Okay, put these back in. Some more out. Whole case of these Ella non-rinse body wash and shampoo. That kind of stuff is really important after surgery. So I bought some, and I'll be ready to go. You don't have to rinse. You just dry off with a towel and you're good to go. So, and it was not much more expensive to buy a case than it was to buy one, you know. I'm a little old lady now, so I might need this stuff. So, got by without too much trouble. Come on, get on there right. Let that one sit. Let it dry for a minute. Woo. Okay, let's put the little shawls back up. Okay, so we kind of dated some when I went back in, when I went back in the spring for an event at the college and saw Steve, went to the apartment where he lived, didn't tell him I was coming, silly girl, and he was so glad to see me, and we pretty much got together then, and he proposed to me that spring, like in May, before he went on wheat harvest. He liked to go on wheat harvest for a summer job. So I went up and stayed with his parents while he was on wheat harvest so I could get to know them. He had two sisters that were married and a younger brother who was just 11. So I got to know Mom and Dad real well, and Mike is absolutely the brother I never had. He's been very loving and protective of me, so I think I'll keep him. let me go ahead and just show off closer what the closet looks like now. Just terrified this is going to come off of here and break. It's already got a crack on it. I hate having it in the cover because the cover makes it heavy. You know, okay. So, I feel like that's looking pretty good. So, one of the things when I was preparing for hip surgery last year, I knew ahead of time, about 4 months, 3 months or 4 months. So I thought, okay, you're going to need shoes that are comfortable, shoes that support your foot. So I bought several pairs of Clarks. I bought them on Amazon, and for the most part, they were very reasonable, very, very reasonable compared to, you know, they're $100 a pair at QVC and other places. So that's beyond me. I can't do that. But I got maybe 6 pair. Because I thought, you know, that's probably the kind of shoes you need to wear the rest of your life anyway, with having had hip surgery and this and that, and having arthritis in your back and stuff like that. So that's what the rest of our story. So we were engaged. I went back to college that fall with Steve, and things were going pretty good. I had an engagement ring. We went and picked an engagement ring after he got back off wheat harvest, because he had some money after he did that. Went back and started college again, and we were together all day, every day, until he had, except the classes we didn't take together. We took philosophy together, and of course we were together in chapel. I never again sat by my classmates. Thank you, Rick Moore. Oh, I'd love to tell the teens in his church that story. They get a kick out of it, I betcha. Guess I could make myself in the middle here. Then sometime, our wedding was scheduled to be the 15th of December of 1979, but Steve came to me it had to be like the 19th, 20th, 21st of November, something like that, and told me, I just can't marry you. I don't think I love you enough. I was devastated. I cannot even begin to tell you how devastated I was. But we still hung out together. He was my best friend. Who else was I going to hang out with? I went to his family's house. I was going to go to his family's house for Christmas to spend Christmas with the nieces and nephews who I'd met the summer before. While he was on wheat harvest and I was staying with his parents, the kids would come. Becky's kids came one week and Debbie's kids came another week. So I got to know all except for the babies, and loved them. Those were my nieces and nephews now. So I wanted to go with Steve for Christmas break and spend Christmas with the nieces and nephews. You know, I didn't really have any plans after that. I don't think I had the capacity to make plans. I had to go to my professors because I was so completely torn up over the broken engagement that I couldn't go to class. I couldn't get out of bed. So, but I went to my professors and explained what had happened, and got instead of getting a fail, I got a continuation thing. I don't know what the word I want. So, I went with him for Christmas, and I just adored his mother. She and I were so much alike, personality-wise. She was mom immediately, just mom immediately. So, and he had dated a couple of girls and brought them home before, and mom hadn't really, she thought there were problems with both of them, that it might be a hard relationship. Of course, she saw that I had problems. I had emotional problems. I had probably was not anorexic, but not far from it. Was very thin. I weighed about maybe 110. Anyway, when I met Steve, I weighed about 103. Yeah. So, and we were decorating the Christmas tree, and his dad was home, and they were talking about what he was going to do next semester. And he said, I'm going to. He never said, Judy and I are going to do this, or whatever. So, I called my sister and said, if you'll come get me, I want to go home with you. I don't want to stay here for Christmas right now. So I went home for Christmas, and that was the worst Christmas I've ever had in my life. You can look at me in the pictures, I look like death warmed over. So I was devastated. Anyway, this has gone so long, girls. I'm sorry. It's 52 minutes. I will tape another one, okay, and put it up later. I appreciate all of y'all, and I hope y'all have fun watching. Maybe get some ideas for your own closets. And if you have good ideas for closets, go ahead and share them with me. I'll take them. I can use them. Anyway, thank you, and I'll see you later. Bye.